Have you ever faced a tough decision, one where the right path wasn't clear? We all have those moments, those crossroads where we have to decide what's right, even when it's hard. What guides you in those moments? Many people would say it's their moral compass. What exactly is a moral compass? Picture it as an internal guide. It helps us navigate the complex world of right and wrong. It whispers to us when we're about to stray from our values, urging us towards kindness, fairness, and integrity. A strong moral compass is crucial. It's the bedrock of our relationships, our communities, and our own sense of self. But where does this moral compass reside? Is it something tangible, something we can point to? Neuroscience offers fascinating insights. Studies reveal that certain parts of our brain light up when we grapple with moral dilemmas. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for reasoning and decision-making, plays a key role. It helps us weigh potential consequences and make choices aligned with our values. Think back to your childhood. You probably heard countless stories about heroes and villains, about right and wrong. These stories, even the simplest ones, helped shape your moral framework. They instilled in you a sense of empathy, a desire to root for the good guys and condemn the bad. Our brains are wired for storytelling. Through stories, we learn what it means to be human, to live a life of purpose and meaning. Ever notice how you instinctively wince when you see someone get hurt? It's almost as if you can feel their pain, even though you haven't been physically harmed yourself. This automatic reaction is a powerful testament to the human capacity for empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It's what allows us to connect with others on an emotional level, to feel joy when they're happy, and to feel sorrow when they're in pain. But have you ever wondered why we have this ability? What is it that makes us capable of feeling what others feel? That's empathy in action, and it's deeply rooted in our neurobiology. Our brains are wired in such a way that we can mirror the emotions and actions of those around us. This mirroring is not just a metaphorical concept, it has a real physical basis in the brain. When we see someone else experiencing an emotion, our brain activates in a similar way, as if we were experiencing that emotion ourselves. This is why we can feel a sense of connection and understanding with others, even if we haven't gone through the same experiences. Our brains contain specialized cells called mirror neurons. These neurons are a type of brain cell that respond equally when we perform an action and when we witness someone else perform the same action. For example, if you see someone smiling, the mirror neurons in your brain associated with smiling will activate, making you more likely to smile yourself. This mirroring mechanism is thought to be the foundation of empathy, allowing us to understand and share the feelings of others. These fascinating cells fire not only when we perform an action ourselves, but also when we observe someone else doing it. This means that our brains are constantly simulating the actions and emotions of those around us, helping us to understand their experiences on a deeper level. This mirroring process is not limited to just physical actions. It also extends to emotions. When we see someone crying, our mirror neurons for crying activate, making us feel a sense of sadness. Similarly, when we see someone laughing, our mirror neurons for laughing activate, making us feel a sense of joy. This means that when we witness someone's joy, we experience a flicker of that joy ourselves. It's as if our brains are wired to share in the happiness of others, creating a sense of connection and community. This shared joy can strengthen our relationships and make us feel more bonded to those around us. It's one of the reasons why we enjoy celebrating happy moments with others, whether it's a birthday, a wedding, or just a good day at work. And when we see someone suffering, we feel a pang of their pain. This ability to share in the suffering of others is what drives us to offer comfort and support. It's why we reach out to help someone who is in distress, even if we don't know them personally. This empathetic response is crucial for building compassionate societies where people care for one another. It motivates us to take action to alleviate the suffering of others, whether it's through small acts of kindness or larger efforts to address social issues. Mirror neurons are the neural basis of empathy, allowing us to connect with others on a profound level. They enable us to understand and share the feelings of those around us, creating a sense of shared humanity. This connection is essential for building strong, supportive communities where people feel understood and valued. By understanding the role of mirror neurons in empathy, we can better appreciate the importance of compassion and kindness in our interactions with others. So the next time you find yourself wincing at someone else's pain or smiling at their joy, remember that it's your mirror neurons at work, helping you to feel what others feel. Now, you might be thinking, what if someone seems to lack a moral compass altogether? It's a chilling thought, but it raises an important question. What happens when this internal guide malfunctions or goes missing? Psychopaths, for example, often exhibit a startling lack of empathy and remorse. Studies suggest that this may be linked to abnormalities in the structure and function of their brains, particularly in areas associated with emotional processing and moral reasoning. But what if we're not born as blank slates, morally speaking? What if from the moment we take our first breath, we already possess a sense of right and wrong, an intrinsic understanding of good and evil? Some believe in the concept of Fitrah, an Arabic term often translated as innate disposition or primordial nature. This idea is deeply rooted in Islamic theology and suggests that every human being is born with an inherent inclination towards good. According to this belief, our souls are imprinted with a natural understanding of morality, a kind of spiritual DNA that guides us towards virtuous behavior. This idea, rooted in Islamic theology, suggests that humans are born with an inherent inclination towards good, a natural aversion to evil. It's as if we come into this world with a built-in moral compass, one that steers us away from harmful actions and towards kindness and compassion. This perspective offers a fascinating lens through which to view human behavior, especially in the context of childhood innocence and the universal appeal of altruism. Imagine a scenario where a child without any prior teaching instinctively knows that hurting another being is wrong. This natural aversion to evil, as proposed by the concept of Fitrah, suggests that our moral judgments are not solely the result of cultural conditioning or parental guidance. Instead, they may be an integral part of our very being, a fundamental aspect of our humanity that transcends societal norms and individual upbringing. While this concept might seem at odds with the scientific view of the brain as a product of nature and nurture, it raises intriguing questions about the origins of our moral compass. Neuroscientists and psychologists often debate the extent to which our environment shapes our ethical beliefs and behaviors. However, the idea of an innate moral sense challenges us to consider the possibility that some aspects of our morality are hardwired into our brains from birth. It raises intriguing questions about the origins of our moral compass. Are we born with an inherent sense of justice, empathy, and fairness? Or are these qualities entirely learned through experience and socialization? The concept of Fitrah invites us to explore the depths of our own nature, to ponder the mysteries of our moral instincts, and to seek a deeper understanding of what it means to be human. Whether viewed through the lens of religion, science, or philosophy, the question of an innate moral compass remains one of the most profound and enduring inquiries into the human condition. So, do we have free will when it comes to morality? Can we choose our values, or are we simply products of our genes and upbringing? The answer, like most things in life, is likely a complex interplay of both. While our biology and environment undoubtedly shape our moral landscape, we also have the capacity for reflection, for questioning, for choosing a different path. Your moral compass, much like a real compass, needs regular calibration. Just as a compass can be affected by external forces like magnetic fields, our moral compass can be influenced by the environment we are in, the people we interact with, and the experiences we go through. It's essential to take the time to reflect and recalibrate, ensuring that our internal guide remains true and reliable. It requires us to examine our values, to understand what truly matters to us. This examination isn't a one-time event, but an ongoing process. We must constantly revisit our core beliefs, especially when faced with new challenges or when our circumstances change. By doing so, we ensure that our actions align with our deepest convictions, to question our assumptions, and to be open to learning from our mistakes. It's in these moments of introspection that we grow the most. When we dare to question what we have always believed, we open ourselves up to new perspectives and insights. This willingness to learn and adapt is what keeps our moral compass accurate and trustworthy. It's a lifelong journey, this quest for moral clarity. And like any journey, it has its ups and downs. There will be times when the path is clear and straightforward, and other times when it is fraught with obstacles and uncertainties. But every step we take, every decision we make, brings us closer to understanding our true selves. But it's a journey worth taking. The rewards of this journey are immense. As we navigate through life with a well-calibrated moral compass, we find a sense of purpose and fulfillment. We build stronger relationships, make more meaningful contributions to our communities, and live in harmony with our values. So, the next time you're faced with a moral dilemma, remember that it's an opportunity for growth. These dilemmas challenge us to think deeply about what we stand for and to make choices that reflect our true character. They're not just obstacles, but stepping stones on our journey towards moral clarity. Take a moment to listen to that quiet voice within. Trust your instincts, for they are often the whispers of your deepest values. However, also be willing to challenge them. Our instincts can sometimes be clouded by biases or fears, and it's important to discern when to follow them and when to question them, but also be willing to challenge them. Engage in thoughtful discussions, seek out diverse perspectives, and be open to changing your mind. This balance between trusting your inner voice and being open to external input is what keeps your moral compass well calibrated. Your moral compass is your guide, pointing you towards your true north. It helps you navigate through the complexities of life, making decisions that are in line with your values and principles. But remember, a compass only points the way, it doesn't walk the path for you. But you are the navigator. You have the power to choose your path, to make decisions, and to take actions that shape your journey. Embrace this responsibility with courage and wisdom, knowing that your well-calibrated moral compass will always guide you towards a life of integrity and purpose.